Here we are again on the 40 Plus Woman with Busola Jegade. I'm Busola Jegade and I am passionate about issues that have to do with women. In our last episode, we started talking about effectively managing your emotion as a 40 plus woman, as a person generally, but we are paying particular attention to women in this demographic group. Now, if you're out there, you're a woman, you're 40, 50, 60, you need to take a seat, you need to listen, and you need to take charge. So the last episode was very, very insightful, and we are looking forward to another wonderful time again. I'll be back shortly as I introduce our guest one more time. Hello there, my name is Busola Jegade. I am a John Maxwell certified coach, a consultant, and a chartered accountant. For over 15 years, I've been working with women, helping them to discover their purpose, their vision, holding their hands, seeing them through turning their visions to profitable ventures. And it will be a delight to work with you. Do you feel unfulfilled? Do you feel that there is more to your life? Do you have a story to tell, a book to write, a vision to birth? Are you over 40 or 50? I can assure you that the second half of your life can be better than the first half. Why don't you sign up for my one-on-one coaching session or a strategy session? It will be a joy to work with you to reinvent yourself, to birth a new you. You're welcome back to this episode of the 40 Plus Woman. My name is Busola Jegade, and on the set today, it's my pleasure to welcome for the second time Dr. Lila St. Matthew Daniel. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you for having me here again.
It was such a nice time the last time.
I enjoyed myself, yes. Passing knowledge across, yes.
You know, a lot of things you said the last time really resonated with me, and I'm sure with so many people. The fact that we need to know who we are. We've got to know where we are, and we must set boundaries. Many of us don't like setting boundaries. We want to be nice to everybody, and this weighs down on us. Now, we're going to take it a notch higher, even in this episode. How can we deal with certain situations? For instance, there's rejection. There is people doing things to you, and you want to be able to have your being in peace. You want to do good. At the same time, you don't want to be taken advantage of. So how do we handle specific issues that come from emotional fallout?
Okay. For instance, as I said before, everything comes around to once you know who you are and your limitations and your strengths and what you can take and what you cannot take. Now you have to now do kind of an analysis and assessment of everything that is around you. If it's rejection, why are you being rejected? Who is rejecting you? What is the situation around that rejection? Is it something that you can come out of? Because you see, at the end of the day, as I said, everybody is not going to like you. But it's very important that you love yourself. Exactly. So when you love yourself, you respect yourself. Anything that smells of disrespect coming at you, you must reject it yourself. So in rejection, for instance, if the rejection has been coming from when you were a kid, you will always have that feeling of being rejected. Anything that you want to do you will first of all think to yourself, what if they don't like me? What if I don't make it? What if? And that causes a lot of women to now put on another veneer on themselves of someone that they are not. And inside, they are suffering very intensely. So if you feel rejected, find out why. Are you really being rejected? Or are you carrying the backlog of rejection from your childhood. I remember that I had to battle with that a lot because my mother and I were not very close, and it was in those days when you know, they always looked askance at anybody who married a foreigner. And she got married and then went abroad, and then she got married again, and somehow she didn't take to me very well. But my father was the one who was like a father and mother to me. So she herself was the one who started working in denial, because when she had her other 2 kids, my half brothers, they were darker than me and everything, so I think I was out. She had to be explaining, and so her supposed shame, which was not a shame, because during that time quite a lot of mixed marriages was going on, but it was her own peculiar mindset. I discovered later that she had a problem with her own mother. In another way. So I carried this sense of rejection for quite a long time. It affected everything that I did. I didn't know. You understand? I was a bit timid. Nobody would. I remember some people that I went to school with, and I went to tertiary. They'd say to me now that, are you the one that is talking?
We can't believe it.
We can't believe it. Because what rejection does for you, it silences you, and you just go inward. You don't want to be seen. I was always a back-end person. I don't want anybody, because I just realized that it was all traced back to my feeling of rejection. It took a long time because we didn't have all these going on. And it was when I now discovered that I'm me. I learned to love myself. That is the first thing. I learned to love myself. I am not responsible for what my mother did. Yes, when I was a child, I behaved like a child. I did not know what to do. But now, like an adult, I ask myself, who are you? You understand? Yes, you were rejected.
That's unlocked.
You just unlocked everything. Who are you? What are you doing? Are you proud of yourself? Are you this and that? And then once I confronted that issue, I was able to go back to her and forgive her. I held her in unforgiveness. Rejection and unforgiveness, they work hand in hand. I held her in total unforgiveness. But then when I realized that XYZ was that, I found it within myself. If I wanted to heal, I had to let go. So if you've been rejected, what is the mode of rejection? If it is something that is happening right now and a husband is rejecting you, why is he rejecting you? You need to deal with it. You need to find out questions. Are you, because you are rejected by your husband, you now start behaving in another way to your children, and they will now, you see, the pattern will go on.
The vicious cycle.
I'm telling you. You hold the children responsible for the behavior of the father, and then you take it out on the child, and then it becomes a problem. So you need to deal with what is that rejection, come to terms with it. Nobody is perfect, nobody. But once you know who you are, then that is the problem. A lot of people don't know who they are. Oh, you might be successful, but those are extraneous situations. You know, even in training and everything, it is said that to be successful in life, you need 15% technical skills for you to know everything that is going on. But to be a success, you need 85% soft skills. And soft skills is everything we're talking about. To be able to communicate well, to be able to be resilient, to be emotionally intelligent, to have compassion, to have empathy, which is very critical, is a critical leadership. So rejection, unforgiveness, bitterness,
they go hand
in hand, and you need to reflect on yourself. You are the one that will get yourself out of that mess.
P1 Premium presents to you Premium Vintage Gardens, located at the heart of Ibejuleki by Lakowe Golf Course. It has an excellent title of CFO and governor's consent, 100% dry land, and built-up neighborhood, Sizes and prices include 6.250 million for 300 square meters. A 450 square meters goes for 9,375,000 naira. The 600 square meters goes for 12,500,000 naira. Estate feature, gated and secured environment, perimeter fencing, good road network, gardens and landscaping, prompt allocation, neighborhood, Novera Shopping Mall, and Corona's Grove, Lekki. Other estates from P1 Premium includes Imperial Estate, Jikoyi, Abuja, Imperial City Estate, Asaba, Imperial City, Warri, Imperial City, Port Harcourt. For more inquiry, visit our website www.p1premium.com or call us on 0033117277 or 08052928259.
You know, you said something there, and I'm just thinking, since we're talking about the 40-plus woman, how important is it for us at this stage to be able to unlock from things from our past? Many may be living in regret, for instance.
Regret.
Because with the age, realizing that, okay, I could have been this, why did I go into this marriage? Why? So for somebody who is regretting in life, how can that emotion be best handled?
I tell people, I meet them all the time. I said, it's not over till it's over. Don't put a ceiling to what you are just because of what has happened. There's always, life is a continuous situation. That's one thing. Change will always happen. So if you did not do what you thought you wanted to do before, there's still so much inside of you that you can pull out. You understand? That you can actually pull out and begin to work at it. Don't look back. That's why we're all, our eyes are forward, our hands are forward, feet are forward. You can put your hands at the back like this, but it's not the same. So don't look back. The thing there is, the key is actually the experiences you went through. If you can turn them into lessons, what did you learn? What did you see happen to yourself? Is it something you can use to get to the next level, or do I need some assistance to gain clarity, clarity of purpose? Because when you've been through a lot, you could see it as grayish.
Exactly.
You know, everything is grayish. In some cases, the people are dark and warped, you understand? But when it's grayish or opaque, you know, translucent, you can see, so you need somebody to help you. But in every stage, you are the one who must say to yourself, I deserve better than where I am right now. And yes, I need to move forward.
Important when you just know
that is it.
This is my time. I just must move
Once
ahead.
you feel a rumbling in yourself that you know I'm meant for better, that's the most dangerous bit. You could now amend to do something better. Now stay there and live in regret and begin to say, if my mother had been, if my father had been, if I hadn't taken this decision. Those are had. You must be in the present. Those 40 plus, we must be in the present and decide that the past is the past. I am still here. What are my giftings? What are my strengths?
Good.
What creativity do I have? What can I innovate? Where can I go forth? And that is why support is very, very critical. Like you have this support. I have, my own is higher age. Support is important. We have this tendency, especially those of us in this neck of the woods, to be shamed and think
there's a lot of age shaming.
Yeah.
You know, on that age shaming, we're really going to talk about it. I want you to hold the thought right there. This is the 40 Plus Woman Show, and we're talking emotions. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Introducing Blissful Honey Beans. Rich in protein and fiber. Good nutrition for your family. Blissful Honey Beans. Hygienically packed in 2 kg and 1 kg packet. Stone-free and weevil-free. Pour straight to your pot and cook. Stress-free and convenient. Order online and it will be delivered anywhere in Lagos. For other locations, call 070-8307-6210. Blissful Honey Beans. No stress.
La 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 la
welcome back, and we've been talking about our emotions, and it's so interesting. Thank you so much, Dr. Laila. It's been wonderful. Now, we stopped right on an important note. Age shaming. Women suffer in this part of the world, a lot of people suffer age shaming. So what is it about age shaming? What is age shaming, and how do we overcome it?
You said, what is age shaming? It's because people put a ceiling on, different kinds of ages. You say, I'm 30, you don't do this. You're not 40, you don't do this. 50, you don't do this. And everything like that. You are the one that is standing in front. You are the limitation. It's nobody else. Everybody can say things. Thank God that the life is evolving from the dark ages.
Or they say you are too old to do something.
Or they say you are too old to do some things. You are too old to do this and that. It's all in the mind. It's not over till it's over. Exactly. Mandela became president at what age? Do you understand? Because he kept his eyes fixed on what his destiny was. He didn't allow himself to be tainted by hatred, bitterness, unforgiveness. He didn't allow himself to be. In prison, he kept talking to himself that I am going out. You see, it depends on what is your self-talk. What are you saying to yourself? Anybody can say anything out there.
Somebody can even be a graduate at 50.
Exactly. There's somebody who went into at 70 or something. You understand? A lot of young people say to me, because my nickname is Mrs. D, Mama D, Mrs. D. They say, you encourage us because we see you online, we see you do this, we see you do that. I'm going to tell my mother. I say, it's not over till it's over. I can't it depends on you. What dreams are you still? Nothing that you feel because of your age. Who is looking at you? Those people who want to shame you, drop them. Go look for other women who support themselves.
Exactly.
Because life is in seasons, and for every season there's so much to be done. Do you understand? At 40 plus, there's so much you can do. You've been through the good, the bad, and the ugly in some cases, and you can turn everything round to what it is that you want to do. Talk to people. Let people be ready to be supported. Stop looking inwards. We carry so much gunge. What will people say? What will this say? What will that say? It's very rife here. Our counterparts abroad will damn the consequences, and they're going. Because at the end of the day, I tell people, I said, alone you came to this world. You came through guardians, your parents, your mother, your father. You have been nurtured. But really and truly, when you are going, you go alone.
That's it.
You go alone, and nobody is going to be held accountable for whatever it is that you have done or not done. So you better get your act together. I can be a little bit, get your act together. No pity party. No sitting down and having a pity party with you, myself, and I. So age shaming is all in the mind. Take it off. Like we said, set boundaries. Be sure of yourself. We still come back to you being, confident in yourself, knowing who you are, knowing your limitations, knowing where you're going. That's why everything I do comes back to that. We need to prop you up from that stage. And once you get your self-confidence back, let them say. Like when people say, she said, I'm like this, I'm like that. I said, are you like that? He says, no. I said, so what's your problem?
Exactly. Are you confirming it?
Are you confirming it? Are you like that? So you're not like that. So he can say what he likes, she can say what he likes, but you yourself, if you believe that you are actually like that, then you need to work on it. But if you are not, then you need to swallow down and say to yourself, I am. So affirmations are very powerful. Wow. When you can affirm who you are.
I know the power of affirmations.
Affirmations are powerful. I always say, write down what it is that you believe in yourself, that you know. We shortchange ourselves as women. We don't like to, talk about the positives. We'll talk about the negatives. Somebody gives you a compliment, say, yeah, really? And I thought I was big, or I thought I was this. Oh, you do this, you do that, really? No, learn to brag about yourself. There's positivity in bragging, there's negativity. But learn to talk about yourself. You ask a woman to tell you about herself, she takes a deep breath and she's trying to gather it together. Very few women will now talk about, I'm so sorry. Men will do it very quickly. So women need to have more confidence in themselves,
Especially
when you are 40 plus. You've got into a new decade of, you know, where you should be confident in yourself, where you should be positive in yourself, where you've made your mistakes and hopefully you've learned from your mistakes. Let them say.
You know, on that word, let them say. It's very common. Let them say. People will always say something. So if you say because of what they're going to say. Now, I want you to talk about how we can handle low self-esteem, because this is rife with women. It's an emotion that many people, because they don't have confidence, and that's why some would bleach their skin, do all sorts. You know, it's a continuum, really. Yeah, it's because they don't have confidence in themselves. They are not comfortable in their own skin, based on some form. You see, it all comes some form of rejection, some form of shaming that had happened when they were young. You know, we need to watch the words that we use on our children. It's very, very critical, because they store it in a keeping view, and sometimes very dark there. So they don't have confidence in themselves. They don't like the way they look, because somehow, someplace, they have been made to feel that, you know, they're not okay, they're not looking nice, they're not looking beautiful, they're not looking this. So you find that a woman will stand in front of the mirror and actually plaster herself, because she's not seeing herself. She doesn't want to see herself. She's not happy with herself. And, you know, she wants to change everything. We can enhance our features, but don't change it completely, you understand? Or bleaching, all kind of things, and believe that it is only when they are like this. Or plastic surgery. You put your bottom. I'm trying to lose weight with my bottom. Some people are putting you know, put it here, put it there. It's because of low self-esteem, low confidence in themselves. They're not sure of themselves. And you've got to build it up by looking at your positive points, and wherever you find that you feel negative about, is it something you can work on naturally, or is it something that you need to accept yourself for being who you are? For a long time, I used to wish I was tall. Really? You understand? Everything that one of my cousins who was tall, you know, wore seemed to flow down very beautifully, until I realized that, you know, fingers are not equal. We have different things. There are some things I can wear that she cannot wear. There are some things I can wear and it fits me very well, and she will just look like a rod. You know, that kind of stuff. It was now when I came into realization of I am unique. There are no two fingerprints. There are no two eyeballs, iris. That's why in some places they take the picture of your eyes. You understand? Because there are no two. That identification on your phone for your bank account or whatever it is, it's your eyes that they are looking at. Do you understand? Because there are no two. So you are unique. It's you that will understand that you are unique. Somebody could say, listening to us, that, yeah, it's all right for them to talk. They are looking okay. They're seeing us because we are confident now. It doesn't mean we don't have challenges. Yes. And we manage them. Once you are confident, it radiates through. That's why they say those lovely rounded women who are comfortable in their skin, they are one of the most jolly people. One of my daughters is well rounded. I look at her and she's so confident of herself, you understand? And I'm saying to myself, you know. So coming back to that, you have to understand, why do you feel insecure? Why don't you feel confident enough? What makes you feel, you see, questions. When you can ask questions, then you are talking to yourself. Most people don't ask questions. Do you understand? They don't ask questions because they are afraid of the answer that they will get. They don't want that answer. So when you can ask questions, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel that way? So once you can answer that, you will now see, can I do it myself? Or do I need somebody to help me? Exactly. Lots of times you need help. You need coach, like a coach. It's mostly, you see, counseling and coaching. Counseling will tell you what to do. Coach will elicit from you what a good coach will elicit from you. What you know you need to answer that question, because why? You must take responsibility
for whatever decision that you make. So you can't turn around and say, she advised me to, or he advised me to. No, you took that decision yourself. So the coach will take you
like a roadmap.
Yeah, it's a roadmap. We'll take you down, ask you questions that you may not want to answer. Sometimes you have to let the person go. They come back. They have to answer that question if you need to go to the next level. So to be able to work against, get your self-esteem back, you need to work on yourself. You need to ask yourself certain questions. You need to be, you know that thing that they say to yourself, be true. It comes to that. So you ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Realistically, when you are sitting down, try to sit down by yourself with a jotter. I always say people should have a journal.
Very important.
Yes, very important.
Very important.
Journal. And I even say one thing, gratitude is one of the most powerful things God has created to enable you to get to the next level. Because when you are grateful for the little, it will,
God will bless it more.
Yes. So have a gratitude journal, no matter how small. So when those times when you are down, you open it up, you will see. Do you understand? So that is what they are supposed to do. To yourself, be true.
Wonderful, wonderful. I wish we can go on and on, but our time is fast spent. As usual, we've enjoyed talking to you, Doctor. Thank you so much for coming to the 40 Plus Woman. And so that's how far we can go today. We will be back with another sizzling episode. Remember, we're on Facebook, the 40 Plus Woman, and on Instagram, and we'll love to connect with you. Till that time, bye for now. Hello there, my name is Busola Jegade. I am a John Maxwell certified coach, a consultant, and a chartered accountant. For over 15 years, I've been working with women, helping them to discover their purpose, their vision, holding their hands, seeing them through turning their visions to profitable ventures. And it will be a delight to work with you. Do you feel unfulfilled? Do you feel that there is more to your life? Do you have a story to tell, a book to write, a vision to birth? Are you over 40 or 50? I can assure you that the second half of your life can be better than the first half. Why don't you sign up for my one-on-one coaching session or a strategy session? It will be a joy to work with you to reinvent yourself, to birth a new you. There you have it. We just concluded effectively managing your emotions, and as usual, it was so interesting. Now, what are the takeaway points? It's important for you to manage some things that life throws at you or that people throw at you. So if you're being rejected by anyone, you've got to find out why are you being rejected. And it's important for you to have a positive self-talk. Very important. And you know, you can't please everybody. So don't keep on going through life trying to please people, saying maybe they will say this or that. Let them say whatever they want to say. You focus on what you want in life, and you're going to find out that when you have that mindset, emotionally, you're going to be free to soar. So that's how it's been on the 40 Plus Woman with Busola Jegade. We'll see you again. Bye for now.
Like a diamond in the rough, you were built up to be tough. You were blessed beyond the curse by the power of the curse. So don't give up on the cause, regardless of the cause. 40 plus woman.